So this is my new telescope, number 3. It is a Celestron 76mm refractor, and it's got a focal length of 700 millimeters, and it's not in good shape. So this whole thing is a nightmare, which is what's going to make it fun to try to see what I can do with it. Missing a thumb screw for one of the tripod legs, that's why all the legs are retracted right now. Missing an accessory tray. The whole thing appears to be mounted backwards. It's pointing in the wrong direction. Even if it's pointed in the right direction, the finder scope itself is on backwards. A lot of like aged marks and dust and gunk along the top. Most of that looks like it's going to come out kind of clean. There are some scratches I'm not going to be able to get rid of, short of either doing a touch-up paint or refinishing. It looks like we're set for the southern hemisphere. Or something, I'm not sure how to read that. There's a lot of dust and debris. There's one of the slow-mo controller knobs is fine, but the other one appears to be missing altogether. I'd probably replace. I've got some extra slow-mo controller knobs, so we'll do that. There's some paint that's chipped off here. Again, I can just clean that up and do some quick spray matte paint. The scope itself is a little wiggly. I don't know if you can see. I'm just taking that and wiggling it. So the mount itself under here is not a really high quality mount. I'm not going to be able to get in and show you the glass, I don't think. The glass is at least intact and looks like it's got about as much dust and dirt on as you'd expect when the end of this is open up like that. So I'll need to pick up a new end cap. And one thing I've not done before is collimate a scope, because I've never needed to. My Astroblast came with, or my Starblast, sorry, from Orion came collimated, and I checked it and it all looked good. So this will be one that I know that if I'm going to take the mirrors off, it's going to take some work. So it looks like it's going to be a really interesting project. I'm really kind of interested to see where I can get this thing back to, and then we'll maybe even actually get some images from what I can see with it. So I wasn't really in the market for a telescope, but I took my sister out last night, and it was the first time she had been out stargazing, and we looked at Jupiter and Saturn, which are giving us a really good view right now, and some binary stars and a deep sky object, and we were only out for about an hour, and the seeing wasn't great. So I wasn't really thinking a whole lot about it, but she went out yard sailing this morning, and called me up and said she found this sitting in a yard sale and asked me if it was something that I wanted to look at. So I drove down and took a look at it, and as you can see that it's in really rough shape. The bottom line was I paid $10 for it. So I see it as kind of a learning experience, a learning project, if you will, to be able to take this apart, see how well I can clean it up, and see what I end up with for an end result. So I'll make another video on the restoration of it, and we'll see what we get for a final product to see if it was worth a minor investment.